Hi, Shan. Steve here. I am taking a break from the amazing amount of work that I am having to do right now. I'm locked in trying to get it all done, and I just needed a little focus break. I miss y'all. It's the truth when we don't see each other for so long, and so I wanted to talk to you because I've been thinking about the most important things that somebody has to do to make 2022 their best year ever, and I jotted down a few notes here that I wanted to share with you. And the first thing was to let go of the past. The past is the past, and it's valuable for the lessons that we learn from it. But rather, we are talking about victories or defeats, challenges or mistakes, opportunity, whatever they are. Once they're in the past, they're in the past, and to some extent, the past and even the present is merely a condition, a situation. And we know that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to what happens to us. So what's more important than the past is what we're doing about creating our future. And of course, we know it's one of the predominant themes here that I teach in my Black Belt Leadership Program. Of course, we know that to create the future, we have to set clear goals. We have to understand the direction that we're moving into. We have to speak the things into existence and think the right way and believe and all of those things to create our future. So I guess I'm saying in step one, let go of the past, and use the present to create the future, but with a focus especially on the future and who we will be and what we will be like at this time next year if we set and do all the things that we say we're going to do. Which brings me to my second point for today, which is discipline. Because discipline is the superpower that bridges the gap between goals and accomplishment, right? So the first step is to say where it is that we want to go and to believe that we're going to go there. But the second step is you got to do the work. And it's so that seems like an obvious statement and maybe not a very useful one because it's not very specific. So what are some of the things about the disciplines? Well, number one, when we set our fitness or financial or family or followership or whatever the goals are in the specific areas that we set. And in fact, in addition to the tactical level work that I'm doing this week, one of the biggest things I'll be doing is going away from my leadership retreat and finishing that process with Miss Barbara so that we really, really have 2022 down to this is the vision of exactly where we're going and how we're going to get there. But then in each of these areas, we have to actually do the work. And I jotted a couple notes about that too. Like I already talked about the execution gap. The second is that all of us need coaching and accountability in each area that is important, that I'm going to make positive changes in my life and or for the organization in 2022. I have coaches and accountability. I think that's very important for you too. We, of course, at Team KMMA, we would love to be your coaches and help cheer you on and encourage you and motivate you and teach you and train you. And yes, even help hold you accountable to some of your personal goals in 2022. And the third one is systems. In fact, one of the exercises Barbara and I are doing is in every area we want to get better, we're choosing the specific system that we'll follow and writing it out so that then we can go back to that system. Because as we know, it's not something that you do once in a while, but the thing that you do consistently day after day after day that makes your life change for the better. As a matter of fact, I will be working in January with my Black Belt Leadership Program on Living Your Best Year Ever, which is an awesome, awesome exercise that sets up the year and then has a rhythm tracker so that you can actually keep track that you are doing the habits that are going to move you in the direction of your dominant goals. And the third thing we have to pay attention to if we truly want to make the 2022 the best year ever is change. And I mean this in more ways than one. In the one way is honestly just to embrace change. That's something I've never had a particular problem with, but I know a lot of people do. A lot of people like change just kind of freaks them out. They like the status quo. They like the way things are. But I can tell you from both experience and education that that's almost never the right way. Now, obviously, I was in the military too. If something broke, don't fix it per se, but you have to be paying attention to make things better. Here in my Black Belt Leadership Program, we have another technique called PERI, and it stands for Plan, Act, Review, Improve. And we do this, every year, but honestly, we do it monthly and daily. I do it with my teams and every power meeting that we have. And that is, okay, we made a plan, we're doing the plan. But if I'm sitting here in a meeting with one of my head instructors. And, Sensei Sarah says, well, this particular thing isn't working this well because of this, then we on the spot make a change. We change things to make them better. And it's been one of the great secrets to success. Listen, I'm going to talk on an uncomfortable memory, going to the past for a second, about these last couple of years. And, it's the pandemic. And I got to tell you the truth. If I had not been so willing to embrace change and quickly figure out what I had to do, things could have worked out different for this dojo, as they did for so many and so many businesses. And, I feel terrible for each and every one of them. Each had their unique challenges, and, so, obviously way worse for some that were in different states and stuff. But look, the point of the story is still, we also hit a time of trial and tribulation where the business could have gone the wrong way. But thank God, with his, help and guidance and favor, my team and I reacted quickly. We made some great changes. We had the virtual dojo and the Google Classroom, and we made other actually improvements to our program at that time. I found new coaches and mentors to help me. And, the thing is that's what it takes. So I guess what I'm challenging on the third one is to look for the areas where you have to change. Albert Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result. So when I say you, I mean we, like all of us, right? We need to be in a constant state of evaluation and figure out, what do I need to change to be better, to get a better result, to show up better for my family, for my followers, for my organization. I know that's what I'm doing here at the end of this year, as we go forth to make 2022 the best year ever. And I hope that you will do the same too. Hope this message has found you well. I hope you had a beautiful holiday, Hanukkah, Christmas, and and just time with your families. And now this last week, yes, spend some more great time up to and including the New Year's celebration on the 31st. But the most important thing is what happens when we get back to work next week. And when we do, when we hit the ground running, each and all of us are working together to ensure that at this time next year, we have accomplished results. We have made our lives better. We have improved as people, as leaders, and we've improved the state of being for the people that follow us. I look forward to it. I look forward to doing it with you, and I'll see you real soon.